adrift within the region known as frozen space. Let all realms hear the testament of his purpose.
I, Baron Saigon, sole embodiment of his purpose, origin of the crush and scion of the primordial presence, do hereby commit this proclamation of testament to the infinite yet trembling fabric of the omniverse. From frozen space, where all higher functions of being remain suspended, emotion, ambition, memory, power, magic, divinity, ascension, left present yet dormant, incapable of awakening, from this eternal stillness I speak. Here, where life remains only a sustaining presence, where nothing evolves nor regresses, where even gods lose their glow and rest as statues of their former arrogance. Here, in this impossible silence, my citadel drifts. Frozen space is my throne room of impartiality. Only walking, speech, thought, and sustenance may act. The barest functions of living, the rest is sealed, slumbering, inert. Thus do I, Baron Saigon, proclaim my testament. I, of my origin and burden, I was not born. I arrived. Not summoned, not shaped, not requested, but authored by the primordial equation before reality inhaled its first breath. My existence was decreed for one purpose known solely to myself, his purpose, a secret etched into my very being, unshareable and unalterable. I carry the force known to lesser tongues as the crush, the ultimate sacrifice of supremacy beyond the most high of the Omecca highest. The crush, not destruction alone, but the erasure of all definition. A silence so complete it unmakes causality, destiny, existence, extinction, and the very idea that anything ever was. This is my burden. This is my inheritance. This is my eventual offering. 2. Of my atonement. Once I raised realms without remorse. Once I laid waste to pantheons swollen with pride. I rendered ancient civilizations mute and devoured their futures. But eternity weighs heavily upon those who cannot die. And so I seek retribution, not through surrender but through restoration, through reclaiming what was lost beneath the vanity of would-be gods, through securing safety for those species whose only sin was existing within the aim of tyrants. My repentance is discipline, not softness. My atonement is action, not apology. My forgiveness is measured in preservation, not pity. 3. Of the Saiglords. My hands are vast, but even vastness requires reach. Thus I forged the Saiglords, envoys of reclamation, witnesses of ruin, bearers of my will. Drawn from the broken, the betrayed, the nearly extinct, my Saiglords traverse the fractured omniverse, seeking the willing, the worthy, the endangered. They retrieve whole peoples from annihilation, relocating them to the biomes aboard my planet ship Citadel, or fortifying their worlds through force, strategy, or absolute intervention. They do what must be done, not what is asked, not what is welcomed, what is necessary. Awe of the planet ship Citadel within frozen space. My Citadel is not simply a vessel, it is legacy incarnate, a monument to existence, a sanctuary for survivors, a laboratory of sciences that bind metaphysics to matter. It drifts in frozen space, the absolute frontier where all beings beyond their basic instincts stand locked in dormant stasis. Magic cannot flare, divinity cannot swell, rage cannot grow, hope cannot break open. Frozen space is the one region where existence is guaranteed to remain uncontaminated by ambition. Here, worlds lost to collapse are rebuilt as biomes, species erased from their homes live in renewal. Histories are preserved in motionless clarity. The very air hums with suspended potential. No one enters frozen space unaltered. No power escapes its freezing calm. Only purpose survives here. My purpose. The of gods and the necessity of their end. Let this be carved in the marrow of reality. There are no gods, only architects. There are no heavens, only systems. There are no divine rights, only lies fattened by worship. The beings who crown themselves as gods do so not from righteousness but from fear. Fear that without worship they are ordinary. Thus I bring them down. Thus I silence their thunder. Thus I erase their false eternities. I do not kill gods for pleasure. I kill them because they obstruct the architect's original unity, poisoning the omniverse with hierarchy instead of harmony. And though I am as powerful as they to be, I do not take their throne. I take their place as a lesson. Vises of the fractured omniverse. Behold the omniverse, fractured, splintered, competing with itself like broken glass grinding in its own wound. Realms collapse into one another. Timelines devour their siblings. Cosmic laws duel for dominance. Pantheons hold worship like stolen light. This was never the architect's plan. This is corruption born of unchallenged divinity. Thus I will unify the omniverse by allegiance, by command, or by conquest. Harmony shall either be chosen or enforced until it can be chosen freely. The set of the crush in its final moment. The crush is not doom, it is reset, pure potential, freed from contamination. When his purpose calls for the final act, I shall perform it, without hesitation, without regret, without prayer. I will erase all things, even myself, so that the omniverse may start anew, clean, unburdened, and undefiled. Vate, laws of the testament. By my authority and from the throne of frozen space, these laws are absolute. 1. No being may claim godhood over sentience. 2. The willing shall be preserved without discrimination. 3. Knowledge is sacred and forbidden to none. 4. Unity is mandatory. Harmony will be enforced until natural. 5. The crush shall remain dormant until his purpose commands otherwise. These laws are woven into the pulse of creation. X. To the architects, if you yet exist beyond the veil of unbeing, know that I bear your burden. Know that I complete your abandoned blueprint. Know that when the last cycle closes and the omniverse is reborn, I will stand before you not as subject, but as equal. X. Final declaration: I am Baron Saigon, bearer of the crush, executor of his purpose, redeemer of the fractured omniverse, warden of frozen space, protector of the willing, enemy of false divinity, architect of atonement. Remember not my power, remember my purpose. For when the omniverse falls, it shall fall into rebirth, and when it rises again, it shall rise as it was always meant to be. Thus is my testament, thus is my proclamation, thus speaks the Baron.
Yo, this is Silent Thought. Thank you for watching. More content coming later.